So we are going on our first turkey hunt of the year. It's youth season right now. What is it, the 8th?
Yep,
Of March?
Yep.
Yep, so we're gonna go out and see if we can't get one.
It's been a chaotic getting ready, I would say.
We were not prepared for today.
No, I didn't know it opened today. I thought it opened on the weekend, but Tanner has early outs on Fridays of school.
Otherwise, we'd be kind of screwed with track and everything.
Yeah. We are going to head out to a farm that's fairly close to home because it's already 4 o'clock about. So hopefully we can get out there, and they kind of hang out in a certain part of this farm, and we're hoping that they're just there today. So I don't know how much calling we're gonna do.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna be like showing up out there or what, but
It would be good to get the chaos of the first day out of our system.
yep.
So those are the turkeys that we saw by the road, and they are right where we were gonna sit. So what we're gonna try and do,
Make a big loop on them.
to make a big loop, we're gonna come up this old silage pit, and this is where we're able to park, so they couldn't see us kind of getting ready.
The plan is to like kind of hook way up and around them, and then kind of come down on top of them and hope that they're
Yeah,
still there.
hopefully we can sneak up and ambush them. I know where they kind of roost, so we're gonna try and get up there and
Snipe one.
try and get one, huh?
See if we can't snipe one. This is very interesting. It sucks we couldn't get out here earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
It
you had
was a
track
chaos.
practice, but then, you know, plus we weren't ready. Like I said, I thought season opened tomorrow.
Otherwise, we would have been ready, and we would have had everything, and might have been able to get out there before, and probably could have smoked one. They would have
There's a couple big gobblers in there.
been,
But,
not unless we like interfered with their pathing, but I don't think that
yeah,
would.
well, let's sneak up and out of this and
See what happens.
see what happens.
It's gonna be interesting.
You can see one of the Thompsons strutting out there. And Tanner, we need to get up into those cedars. So he's gonna sneak up there, and then I'm gonna try and sneak up there. If we can get up into those cedars, we're hoping to get into the timber up in here somewhere, because they go back into our corner to roost. Oh my gosh, I can't, he made it. They're not spooked, so now it's my turn. I'm gonna start slinking over there.
So right now the turkeys are right over beyond that tree over there. We had to sneak up here. I was already in position, and Dad's coming to catch up with me. It's better to go one at a time. But let's get ready.
Go head up the hill, probably.
Let's see what we can do. One of the harder parts is over.
What?
So that one of the hardest parts is over.
Yeah.
Just getting in here.
We just gotta move really slow up this hill. And then there's a path that we can take in there. And maybe just try to ambush him, I guess.
Yep. Let's do this thing.
So the nice thing about this particular farm is there's a lot of cedars and stuff on it. So those turkeys are right down there along that terrace. And we're hoping to get clear on the other side over here. And then I don't know if they're gonna head east or west. A few of the hens spooked when we were stopped by the road. They headed east, but those gobblers look like they're heading to the west. we snuck down there. But by the
Yes.
time we got down there, they were already gone. It looked like they were kind of moving up this way. I think we can sneak over here. You see there's bigger trees up through here, and that's usually where they roost. So I think we're gonna head up there and just sit and maybe do a little bit of calling. And then hopefully by the time they make their way down from here all the way up, maybe maybe we can intercept them.
Yeah, you can't really call much in this because it's so windy.
Yeah, I don't know if the audio is picking it up, but man, it is windy.
It's not as windy out here or right up top here because all these cedars are knocking it down. But
so let's head up this nice trail here and just go set. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, you should have shot the smaller one though. So there's a couple. We were just sneaking up here. I turned off the video and there were a couple of gobblers right over there.
You want to like cluck or something?
Oh, there they are. Do you see his head? It's to the right of the cedar. Do you see him?
Stand up.
No, not with turkeys. I'd rather not spook them. This is the problem with trying to film stuff because we stopped on that terrace back there to kind of film what we were doing. I can see their heads bobbing through the grass. Their heads are bobbing through the grass right through there. We might be able to crawl up there.
That's what I'm gonna try.
What we probably need to do is have our GoPros just to our heads and then strap to our heads. That way we can just talk and walk at the same time versus trying to do this on a phone. That one gobbler was really nice. I keep on calling them roosters. So used to talking about pheasants. I'm gonna let him get up to that. I don't know, those several cedar bushes there. Right through here. And I'm gonna just try calling a little bit. He had an open shot at one of them, but then he saw a bigger one start to come in, and that bigger one, he zipped through that little shooting lane that he had. Alrighty, so we're not expert turkey hunters by any means. We kind of just fly by the seat of our pants. But yeah, we saw those turkeys down in that field as we were driving up, of course. And then, we tried to sneak up on them when they were in the field. But by the time we made it over to where they were, they had already skedaddled. I couldn't believe they made it as far as they did, because a lot of times they don't, they'll just walk through the timber and just kind of peck along. But they must have been moving, because we weren't lollygagging by any means. We were walking pretty fast in through the cedars and along that terrace that we were trying to sneak up on them. But then as we came up out of that terrace, then Tanner's the one that spotted them. Right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I had a shot at the younger one, but...
Yeah, he saw a younger one, and he's like, oh, there's one right there. And so I got my binoculars out just to make sure. And yeah, he probably had an 8-inch beard or so. And he was sitting there, and I had my binoculars on him, and I was just waiting for you to shoot. And then he's like, there's a bigger one.
Yeah. I just saw like a really, the other one was kind of a lighter red. I saw like a super red one. And I'm like, that has to be bigger.
Yeah, he was bigger. He had a 10+ inch beard. He was a big bird, but he went through that shooting lane so fast. I mean, he kind of came in, stopped for a second. And
I mean, but whenever he stopped right in front of the other one, and I'm not going to take a chance of accidentally shooting two.
Yeah, their heads were probably, a couple inches apart at most.
So that's not an ethical shot to injure the other one.
Yeah, you could have shot that smaller bird, but he was holding out.
I had it was like right here, I had like a gut feeling that a bigger one was there.
Yeah, and he popped right out. Oh well.
If he had stayed around just a little longer, I would have popped him.
I think what I need to do is pick up a mouth read, and that way I could have stopped him. I could have stopped him before he, got lined up with that other one. Because all my calls are in my vest, And we're just sitting up in this corner that we were originally thinking about trying to cut them off in, but they've went to go roost and stuff. Because what time is it? It's probably 6 o'clock already. But the nice thing is about turkeys is
they don't like.
you can just come back the next day.
I don't think they saw us.
Well, they definitely saw us, but they weren't spooked, I wouldn't say. So
It's 5:17. So.
Oh, that's it? Jeez, okay, well. All right, well, we are going to hang out here for a little bit, see if we can hear them roost, but
Or we'll see if we can't pick off a straggler.
yeah.
Might be a straggler, who knows?
Geez, there had to be 10, 15 turkeys down there.
Yeah, quite a few of them were. There was a whole, pack of 5 or 6 that were toms as well.
Yeah. So we'll come back here tomorrow morning and set up kind of where we're at now, because I have a feeling they're going to be back.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, got anything else to say?
No, that sucked.
Yeah, well, dude, you had a shot at a turkey, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it just stunk that the big one didn't stop for us.
Yeah, I really wanted that big one.
Yeah, he was big. He'll be your first time, so that'll be fun. Alrighty, signing off. Alright, so I think we have our setup decided. Tanner's actually sitting down by this tree now. It's hard to see him with the shadows. He's practicing holding his gun down there. Those turkeys that we saw came up on the other side of those cedars, and I think they crossed the fence and then came down in here today. So I figured if we put the decoy up here and then have us sitting down there, because I'm pretty sure they went and bedded or roosted in that timber down in there. So that's where we're planning on them coming up and out of. We'll have the decoy probably 20 yards behind us, and if they do sneak up through, where they were today, they still might come up to the decoy and he might be able to swing around and get a shot at him. So he's gonna sit there in front of that nasty honey locust. And I'm gonna sit probably here. And then hopefully they come right up in through here. He's gonna be well hidden over there.
Do you see me back there?
No.
It's not a bad shooting spot either. I just have to go
Yeah, it looks like it's comfortable.
and I can see.
Do we need to move that stick for you?
This?
Well, not just that, but the one at your feet.
This one? No, it's actually kind of comfy because I can
Rest against or brace against it.
bing.
Sweet.
So it should be pretty good.
Yeah, we got our spot picked out. This is about the most planning we've ever done turkey hunting before, so hopefully it pans out.